What up, YouTube? WebMike here. And earlier I did a video showing how more women showed out for Aquaman than Captain Marvel. And Kevin Feige said that Brie Larson's Captain Marvel is going to be the face of the MCU going forward. And I don't see why that's a good decision. He's usually good at picking people, but I don't see why he picked her. She comes off as so dishonest, ungrateful, arrogant, rude, poor sense of humor. Generally doesn't seem to play well with others. And I gotta defend that, so start off with her saying, oh, it's just great that, finally a woman can, lead these great big movies that gross $1 billion. I'm sorry, were you not there for Rogue One? Were you not there for Episode 7, The Force Awakens? Last I checked, Daisy Ridley and Felicity Jones are women, and those movies grossed $1 billion+, and they both had women leading in them. And even before that, you had Wonder Woman. That almost made $1 billion. And then even going back way further to that, to the 70s, there was Alien and Aliens with Sigourney Weaver leading them. So it's so disingenuous to act as though you're the first one leading this call, that you're normalizing this. No. I don't understand why people don't see there's a problem with erasing the previous achievements to make this look better. I felt the same way when people kept saying, oh, Black Panther is the best black-led MCU movie. Whoa. Yeah, MCU movie, but not the first Marvel movie. That goes back to Blade. Do you just want to forget that? How do people not see that's a problem? Also, her interactions on the Entertainment Tonight interviews between her, Don Cheadle, Chris Hemsworth, and Jeremy Renner, they do not seem to get along well. I know they're trying to pass it off as them acting and bantering with each other, but it does not feel genuine. It doesn't even seem funny. Another comparison is you look at Elizabeth Olsen reading Google questions about Scarlet Witch versus Brie Larson reading Google questions about Captain Marvel. It's night and day. Elizabeth Olsen read a question that read, is Elizabeth Olsen Scarlet Witch? And her response was, well, that's a meta question, isn't it? Because after all, no one's called her Scarlet Witch in the movies. Clever. Brie Larson reads, is Brie Larson Captain Marvel? I can't believe you have to look that up. Scoff. Whew. One is way more magnetic than the other, and way more likable than the other. Another thing that I can't get is that if she's supposed to be the face of the MCU going forward, you think that she would bring in more people. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, we would like our movies to appeal to more people because these movies should be for everybody, so we're going to have a woman leading our film. That's fine. But that's not quite how she came about it. You go back to her earlier comments saying, oh, I don't want my press meetings or whatever they were called to be predominantly white or male. What's wrong with that? And then she tried to walk that back saying, oh, no, I just want more seats at the table. I think people already saw through you. Also, if you look at the comic book sales, there was a movie recently released called Captain Marvel. And also recently they released a comic line called Captain Marvel. Now, initially that shipped out 100,000 copies to stores. But now and you would think if there was broad appeal and people were actually supporting this, more people might come out and keep buying the comics. Now, it's understandable that there would be a drop-off, but we're on issue 3, and the shipping is down to 30,000. It's quite a drop-off. It's almost as if the people that you're trying to appeal to aren't backing your product. And I've never seen a point in getting into this woke intersectional stuff, because if you're treating everybody equally, that's not an issue. Also, these people eat themselves alive. Right now, there is a petition to have Brie Larson step down as Captain Marvel, so a black woman or a gay woman or some other rainbow alignment can fill the shoes of Captain Marvel. Now, I was with them before that. I was an ally in a sense before that, because I was thinking, why are we getting Carol Danvers first and not Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel? If you're not going to have Marvel be Captain Marvel, why not stick with the comics and have Monica Rambeau first? I mean, you would think that a black woman would have more intersectional appeal than a white woman. I don't know. I don't know how their point system works. I would just think that the black woman would have more appeal, and it would also be comic accurate to have her as Captain Marvel first. So I may well join that petition. It's already over 1,000 signatures by the time this has been posted and published. Now back to appeal in the face of the MCU. Spider-Man Far From Home looks to be the new face of the MCU. It's all being shown as him looking up to Iron Man and now him having to maybe fill his shoes. And that's perfect. That's fine. Everybody loves Spider-Man. When people go to a comic book shop, it's for Spider-Man, or, you know, it's almost for a Marvel comic, but specifically it's usually Spider-Man, maybe the X-Men, or it's Batman, maybe Superman. Like, if you look at the Comic-Con top sales, if it's not in the top 5, Spider-Man or one of its titles is in the top 10. Batman's Metal Knights series is out right now. They've got the Batman Who Laughs. That one's selling really well too. But yeah, I'm happy to see that Spider-Man's going to be the face of the MCU going forward, that so far as how it looks. But I just have to wonder, Kevin Feige, why did you pick Brie Larson? She's not appealing the audience you want. The audience that you would think wants her to step down. I don't know if that was a troll or someone genuinely posting that, but it's gotten traction. It could go mainstream. Who knows? I know I would be the first to sign for Monica Rambeau. But that's just my thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Oh, disingenuous also. She says she did her own stunts. However, there is video and picture evidence of her stunt doubles on Captain Marvel and probably Endgame, and there was also a casting call for a butt double on Captain Marvel. Now, I can't fault her for not doing her own stunts. Being in action at adventure movies has to be very taxing on your body, and that's why they have stunt doubles. So there's no shame in having a stunt double, but it does come off as dishonest to say you do your own stunts, and then there's pictures and video coming out that you don't. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for sticking this through. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, and I will get to you later. WebMike, out.